Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So how are you all my beautiful people? I hope that you all are doing great. So in this video, we are going to discuss one problem. What is the topic of this video? So the topic is I cannot find the words when I speak in English. Okay, words do not come to my mind while speaking in English. It is a common problem. You do not have to worry about it. If you think that it is a problem of yourself only, it is about you, only you are facing this problem. No, you are wrong. You do not have to worry about it. It is a very common problem with English speakers. Okay, so do not think like that. So words do not come to my mind when I speak in English. It is very common problem. Okay, so in this video I am going to give you 5 tips to solve this problem. Okay, so we are going to discuss this problem. We know that it is our problem and we have to solve it. Okay, because we want to be fluent in English. We have been working hard to achieve fluency in English. So we have to solve this problem. Why words don't come to my mind when I am having conversation with someone in English. Okay, so what are the solutions? What are the tips? I am going to give you 5 tips. So are you ready for the tips? Let's start. So here my first tip is do not pressurize your mind. Yes, do not give pressure on your mind while you are speaking in English. Because if you give the pressure of speaking in English and you want to use hard vocabulary, if you want to use fancy words, very high quality words, then you are going to fumble with your speech. So do not give pressure of using big words, big fancy words. No, you do not have to do it. You have to use and you should use simple words in your conversation. Okay, so if you are giving that pressure in your mind, on your mind, then it simply happens that you will give your grip. You will not find even simple words in your conversation, and eventually you will stop talking and you will lose your confidence while speaking in English. Okay, by giving pressure on your minds. So you will lose your confidence, you will get upset, you will be anxious to use any simpler words. So do not do that. So my first tip was do not pressurize your mind while speaking in English. Okay? Then automatically, without any pressure, if you talk in English, then automatically the words will come to your mind and you can use it. So do not pressurize yourself. Okay, so my second tip is be observer and be curious. So what do I mean by that here? I will give you an example of baby, a small baby. Okay, if you think that a small baby about one half year, okay, so he or she just observe the around situation. He observes his parents, his family members and people around him or her. Okay, so he or she just expresses its thoughts or feelings. The baby cannot express by words or sentences or by language. Okay, in the beginning of their age, they just want to express, or they are not able to use the language. So if we want to learn a second language, which language is not our mother tongue, so we have to observe the speakers of English. You should watch English movies, English shows, or podcast in English. You should just observe the words they are using with their speech. Okay, and later on, we have taken the example of baby. When baby grows, he or she uses single words like water, like food, cat, because the baby have observed their parents that they call water this liquid things. Okay, the water is the name of this liquid transparent thing. So the baby uses it, the water. And later on, when the baby grows, after a few months, he or she can use or can form sentences, but he or she cannot find vocabulary. But when time passes, by observing and by curiosity, he or she, the baby, can use tough vocabulary and enough words in his or her speech. Okay, so that example is here suitable for our learning. So if you watch any movies, any shows in English, any podcast, then please try to observe and be curious about the words, in what kind of situation the actors or speakers are using the vocabulary, the hard vocabulary, the fancy words, or you can use it in your speech according to your situation, according to your conversation, suitable conversation. Okay, so my second point was be observer and be curious. Okay, so my third point here is think in English. Okay, so it is not our mother tongue. English is not our mother tongue, so we must think in English to be fluent in English. So start thinking in English. If you do not think in English and you are thinking in your mother tongue, and then you are translating your thoughts into English while having conversation in English, then it will be so tiresome. It will drain your energy and eventually you will fail at having conversation. Okay, so please start thinking in English. There are so many tips out there how to think in English, and I promise you that I will definitely make a video of how to think in English. Okay, so my third point was think in English. It will save you for your energy to have conversation in English. Okay, so my third and fourth point is substitute the words. If you do not know heavy and big words, fancy words, hard vocabulary, then please use simple words for that situation. You have to substitute the situation, you have to substitute the words. Here I want to give you an example of contemplate. Here contemplate means to think deeply. If you do not know the word contemplate, then you can use to think deeply. Okay, so here you can simplify the situation. You are not supposed to use that word contemplate. Okay, later on when you are good at vocabulary, you can use the word contemplate. So substitute the words. Find the simpler words for that heavy word. Okay, so please do it. Do substitute the words in your speech, in your conversation. So that was my fourth point, substitute the words. So my last and fifth point is be patient. Have patience with your learning journey, because if you are learning a new skills, you have been learning a new language, you want to improve speaking skill in English language, then you have to have tremendous patience. It is a very underrated virtue in human behavior. We struggle so much, we are getting frustrated, we are getting anxious very easily, and eventually we will leave our learning journey and we will not get success that we want. Okay, so have patience, have patience with your learning journey. You know your capacity, you know your speed of learning, and do not forget to practice on a regular basis. Have patience and practice with consistency. So that was my 5 points about words don't come to my mind while speaking in English. So please consider these 5 points that have been given by me in this video. And if you have not subscribed my video, then please do subscribe, do like, hit the like button, do share it with your friends and family. I hope that my content has been giving you some kind of idea of learning in English. And please have practice on regular basis, because practice is the key to be fluent in English. So in my next video I will be coming with new topic. Please have your practice session and please do subscribe. I need your appreciation, I need your reply, feedback and reviews and responses. So till then, bye.